Mao's Top 10 Moments, selected and presented by Ava. Mao Zedong graduated from a teacher training school in 1918, and then in 1920 he became the principal of a grammar school in Changsha. 2 years later, when the Communists forged an alliance with Sun Yat-sen's Nationalist Party, the Kuomintang, Mao left work to become a full-time revolutionary. Mao Zedong led a campaign called the 100 Flowers Campaign in 1956. This movement encouraged citizens to openly express their opinions of the communist government. The policy of letting 100 flowers bloom and 100 schools of thought contend is designed to promote the flourishing of arts and the progress of science. Mao Zedong died September 9, 1976. In June 1981, China issued its official judgment of Mao Zedong. The statement applauded his leadership and theories through 1957 and then largely blamed him for everything that went wrong during the next 2 decades. Mao Zedong attended Peking University in 1919, where he became involved in the May 4th movement in 1919, which marked a decisive turn in Chinese revolutionary. From this point forward, Mao Zedong started to get interested in the Chinese Communist government. Mao Zedong would later become the leader chairman of Communist Party in 1935. Mao Zedong was a soldier in a local troop for the Hunan province from 1911 to 1912. Though Mao Zedong did not play a very important role in the revolution, his experiments evidently satisfied his boyhood fascination of military heroes, among them George Washington and Napoleon, as well as Chinese warriors. Mao Zedong returned to Changsha. He couldn't decide what he wanted to study. In 1937, the Communists and the Nationalists joined forces to fight the Japanese, who had invaded China. The Japanese were defeated in 1945. Then the fighting between the Nationalists and Communists resumed. Mao's forces won the war in 1949. Mao formed the People's Republic of China and became its chairman. Mao launched the Great Leap Forward to modernize China's industrial capacity and to increase the agricultural production. The Great Leap Forward ended in great destruction. This encouraged Mao Zedong to start the Cultural Revolution. Mao Zedong was picked to be a delegate to represent the Hunan region. Mao thought China should have a communist government, and therefore Mao became involved in the Communist Party. This was the beginning of Mao's career as the leader of Communist China. Mao Zedong launched the Cultural Revolution in 1966. Mao sent Liberation Army soldiers and students, Red Guards, on witch hunts. The purpose of the Cultural Revolution was to remove the four olds, old culture, customs, ideas, and habits, and replace them with the four news. During this time period, people were executed or punished if they had anything in their house that was considered four olds. On October 1927, Mao Zedong led a small group of Hunan peasants to the mountains of the Jiangxi province, where he and other party members created a Soviet-style government and began to build a guerrilla army. The Nationalists attacked Mao's base in the Jiangxi province. Mao's army retreated to Yan'an. This 6,000-mile retreat to Yan'an became known as the Long March. From this point forward, Mao was acknowledged as the Communist Party leader.